Hey, this is Timmara signing on with some more of The Council. Okay, last time we started off episode 2 where we started investigating the murder of Elizabeth Adams. We went around to a few rooms, we found, cause of death, and it's some hints. I got suspicions that it might be Mom is the murderer, but we're learning more information. So right now we're going room to room talking to everybody. Next up, we're talking to Miss Elizabeth. So, yeah. I'm actually really tired. I should wrap up for the night, but
nice touch for the
I should wrap up for the night, but I want to try and get through another section, see how far we get so I can keep these ideas fresh in my head.
Dear E, I received your last letter. Unfortunately, the Crown informed the Golden Order that our mission should under no circumstances hamper Sir Gregory's plans. Decidedly, they have support from the highest level in Buckingham Palace.
Okay, so that was Emily probably communicating with her sister. Another letter I can't grab. I'm just looking around. This is taking me a while because I'm just like scrounging everything. Item not picked up, golden elixir.
A letter from William Pitt the Younger addressed to Emily. He's the present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Emily has indeed some powerful backers. Two coils circle the lock.
Oh, crap.
Dear Gregory, thank you for the information. I've managed to find out about the names you gave me. George Washington is a man you can trust. In spite of his obvious talent for politics, he has remained upright and honest. On the other hand, as you may well know, he is already doing business with...
All right. I've retrieved everything. A
Yes.
letter from William Pitt the Elder addressed to Emily. He was the English Prime Minister. A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits. A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits. Golden elixir. I'll keep it for later.
Yeah, now I've got no energy to try and confront her, but I don't know. I doubt it was her.
What can I do for you, Louis?
I've come to see you about last
Now
night's
that I think
tragedy.
about it.
Did you hear anything about what happened to Elizabeth?
Yes, we all did. Rumors spread quickly, you know. How awful. I didn't know her well, but I hope at least the poor thing didn't suffer too much.
Death
Yeah,
came
we know
quickly.
she's weak to psychology, so
assured
that
of
doesn't
that.
help me too much.
If such a senseless act can happen here, then none of us is truly safe anywhere. Lord Mortimer must be mortified that one of his guests could have committed such an act, don't you think?
He is
Well-
indeed very upset about it. It's only natural after such a violent murder.
Violent? What do you mean?
Elizabeth was stabbed 9 times.
Oh my God, Louis. How awful. The murderer must have had a serious grudge against her to set upon her like that. It must have been a crime of passion. Do you know what happened exactly?
In fact, Lord Mortimer has asked me to look into this case, Emily.
Really? Are you Lord Mortimer's snoop now?
I'm doing it for
In a way.
Elizabeth, not to please Mortimer.
Good for you. Quite right, too. Have you found out anything?
Did you speak about the night of the murder?
I'm
were you
now
last
interviewing
night?
all the guests to establish the alibis for each person. Just so that I can cross you off the list of suspects, can you tell me what you were doing on the night of the murder?
Am I given to understand that I'm on the list of suspects?
Don't take it the wrong way, but I must consider every possibility.
It's
well,
only fair.
if you absolutely wanted to be sure of my activities that evening, you only had to join me, you know.
I
Dodging
know,
the question.
Emily. Especially since I couldn't prevent the murder, even though I spent part of the evening with Elizabeth.
You're sure it's not too hard to bear for you?
The fact is, I don't have a choice. But I will find the murderer. I owe Elizabeth that, at least.
Well, she didn't really answer.
I found a torn piece of dress in Miss Adams' room. Gray silk.
Where's it from?
That's what I'm trying to find out. The color doesn't match any of Elizabeth's dresses, but I might not have found all of her clothes yet.
Good Lord, Louis, Do you realize what this means? If this piece of dress isn't from Elizabeth, then it's... I don't have any grey silk dresses, Louis. Neither does my sister, since we wear the same clothes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to check with you.
I'm so sorry, Louis.
Thank you.
Are you all right? You know, I'm sure there's a good reason why your mother was at the scene.
Thank you, Emily.
Yeah, she's figured it out. Unless that's to throw me
I hear
off.
you were in discussions with the Holy See.
Oh, either His Eminence can't keep his tongue from wagging, or you've been poking your nose where you shouldn't, sir.
Even
Hey,
so, Emily,
it's my job right
you're
now.
raising a royalist army. That's no small matter.
And you are straying from the subject. Is there anything else you wanted to ask me?
I don't know. What are the chances?
Did you and Elizabeth get to know each other?
I must admit, Louis, I didn't take much interest in her. I feel a bit guilty about it, but I never actually spoke to her. She seemed burdened by her problems, and as she wasn't invited to the conference, I didn't really seek her out.
I'm now interviewing all the guests to establish the
Yeah.
alibis for each person.
Too bad you can't skip dialogues. I was just seeing if
Just so
something
that
else.
I can cross you off the list of suspects.
Okay.
Can you tell me what
So,
you were doing on the night
Maybe
of the murder?
she knows
Am I given
something.
to
I can't help but
understand
wonder.
I'm on
Now
the
that I think
list
about it,
of
I've never seen her
suspects?
feet, so I don't know
Don't
how
take it the wrong
big
way,
her
but
feet
I
are.
must consider
That's
every
something that's
possibility.
coming across my mind
Well,
now.
if you absolutely
I'm not
wanted
sure.
to be sure
She
of my
immediately
activities
knows
that
to suspect
evening,
Mom, but
you
I
only
really
had to
didn't
join
give her
me,
that
Lou.
much
I know, Emily.
detail.
Especially since
So
I
maybe
couldn't prevent
she's
the
trying to
murder,
set Mom
even though
up,
I
who
spent part of the
knows?
evening with Elizabeth.
You're
I don't
sure
know.
it's not too hard to bear for you?
The fact is, I don't have a choice. But I will find the murderer. I owe Elizabeth that, at least. I won't keep you, Emily. Thank you for answering my questions.
See you, Louis.
Okay. I don't know. Could she have been the killer? Again, taking guesses.
Grammar of Port-Royal. Ah, the artistry of the French language in all its splendor. Whoever masters French commands the world. At least une partie of it.
Okay. I suppose. Just a second.
William Pitt, the elder, Earl of Chatham. Emily works with his son. A letter from William Pitt the Younger, addressed to Emily. He's the present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Emily has indeed some powerful
Done
backers.
that, done that.
Madam, thank you for consoling the Queen. The King's situation...
Okay. I suppose that's it for now. Okay, so I don't know. I'm got certain ideas to suspect her, but I don't think it's anything concrete. You know, right now my prime suspect is Mom, and I'm just wondering if Emily might have set her up somehow. That's just a thought. But now let's talk to the first of the two Frenchmen. Because we did find his weaponry, well, his country's weaponry at the scene of the crime.
The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
Yeah, a lot of manuscripts. Oh, immunity to politics. Yeah, that's not my strong suit anyways.
A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
Better talk to him fast.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
Hannibal crossing the Alps, another military success. Why did the Battle of Alexander at Issus, or how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius? Yet another one with delusions of grandeur. Amber.
Nice. I think I need one more amber fragment, and I got enough for another skill point. Let's play chess. don't
just
see
one
much
holster
too
in
much value.
Bonaparte's gear, and the pistol is missing. On the other hand, his cleaning equipment is in mint condition. That's typical of the soldier in him.
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January.
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation... It's a beautiful weapon. Lovely damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
Monsieur de
He is
Richet,
immune to
please
conviction.
be quick. We are both very busy.
Someone saw you not far from the victim's room. Can you tell me what you were doing exactly, please?
I can tell you that someone is an idiot. I wanted to warn her to be careful. You see, on the night of my arrival, I saw someone leaving her room in haste, and I wanted
Washington.
to speak to her, to warn her. Unfortunately, the young lady slipped through my fingers each time. Now I know why. She had every reason to be worried. What an idiot I was not to insist. I could have helped her.
I've been
Sincere?
studying him for a while now, and I don't think he was lying. Yet, I'm surprised how easy it was for me to read him. It must surely be his military side. I wish they all could be like that. My investigation would be finished already.
He must have saw Washington leave her room that night in haste, you know, because she ran while I was taking care of Peru. So yeah.
Did you hear about young Elizabeth?
Indeed, it is deeply regrettable.
Lord Mortimer asked me to...
I know. You no doubt want to know my alibi. I spent the night downstairs playing cards.
With who?
Can you tell me who was present at the game, please?
Well, there were Lord Mortimer, President Washington, and Sir Gregory.
Thank you.
Ah, and His Eminence Piaget as well. Excuse me, I nearly forgot him. Poor soul.
Okay. Did
Did
anyone leave
any
early?
of you leave during the game?
Not that I know of, monsieur. I didn't exactly spend my time noting the other guests' comings and goings, but I don't think so.
Thank you.
Okay.
What time did the game end?
I can't say exactly. As for me, I must have stayed until midnight. I was exhausted, couldn't think straight, so I preferred to go up to bed.
On your way up to bed, did you notice
Well,
anything
the murder
out of the
happened at
ordinary?
like 3 o'clock, 3
Not in
a.m.
the least. The whole manor was sound asleep.
Not really. No. Did you notice anything unusual during the evening?
Nothing at all, except the luck of the devil of Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory at cards.
Did they win much?
Oh la la, monsieur, they cleaned us out more like. But I plan on getting it all back before we leave.
Do you want a
As any
pistol?
good soldier would, I imagine you own a firearm. May I see it?
Oh, well, if you really want to, here is my pistol. Don't worry, it is not loaded.
Do you have several of these?
In Corsica, oui, but not on me when I am traveling. Only a bandit would carry such an arsenal.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
Well, have we finished, monsieur?
Exactly. Thanks again for all your answers. Good day.
Okay. I don't suspect him. I think, yeah, it sounds like he was genuinely concerned. He's, you know, it's a French pistol that we found at the scene of the crime, but it wasn't his. Because, you know, he's got his on him. And again, that leads to Mom. Well, who's next? Peru, I think?
So Jacques Peru?
Yep. Let's go talk to this guy. He's probably going to be aggressive. He's probably even going to be happy that Elizabeth died, but hey, let's talk. What are you doing?
What do you want from me, de Richet?
Greetings. It's fallen to me
Cut
that...
the crap! Get to the point. We both know why you're here.
And have you got anything to tell me?
What does it matter? It's too late anyway. Do what you have to do and get out.
It's never too late, sir. If you have something to say, now is the time.
Right.
You don't understand. Everything's already written. It's over.
Why is he behaving like the perfect culprit? What is it that's already written? I'm not sure I follow
He
you.
probably thinks...
No, you don't.
Everyone probably suspects him already.
A pattern with 4 circles.
I really gotta get more royal jelly. I use so much of it. Well, there's some. And some letters.
Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the funds you sent. These funds will be crucial for the renovation of the western wing of the orphanage. The children you sent...
I have no space left.
Dear Monsieur
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Dear Monsieur...
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Try not use the water. It'd be a waste if I use it on a... So he gives money to an orphanage. He's not such a bad guy. He just hates free-minded women.
Great. Honey.
Cool. Getting stuck. Okay, I got the water to maybe give me a boost later on.
Records of the police. Notes intended for the police lieutenant of Paris.
It's a list of people under surveillance in Paris. And there's some well-known names on it.
This is valuable information. This shouldn't be lying around.
And I shouldn't be typing it. Yeah, we already know his vulnerability to psychology. Golden elixir. We haven't gotten sick from taking so much
Dear
drugs.
friend, please come and join us. We must meet about the ongoing...
Okay. Don't see anything else. Okay, let's have a chat. All right. What do you got?
All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions.
Immunity. Right. Yeah, manipulation's probably not the way to go anyways.
I know you were at the scene. We will save a lot of time if you just tell me what happened.
You know nothing at all.
Enlighten me then. For now,
He probably
I have your
found the
footprint in
body.
a pool of blood.
That's right. The only thing you can prove is one of my boots was at the scene. Congratulations. You've wrapped up the investigation.
You weren't done talking.
All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer
I'd like to
a few
think maybe he
questions.
found her first.
I'd like to talk about the letter you're writing. What woman is it addressed to?
Who says it's a woman? I'm not saying any more. There's no point you insisting.
He's cagey.
All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions. You were armed the night of my arrival. Can I see your weapon?
No.
You do realize you're not helping, don't you? You're making it worse for yourself.
Oh, why don't I try? He's immune to that questioning, so let's try
2
manipulation.
days ago, I surprised you having a go at Miss Adams.
What happened? Did you want to give her another beating? She wouldn't let you push her around again, huh?
Shut up, you little shit! You have no idea what happened, and here you are, carping away. You think you're investigator of the year. Have you taken a look at yourself, de Richet?
Didn't you get enough beating her black and blue the last time?
I did not!
I don't remember. I'm just checking something. I could use another... Crap, I'm forgetting his name. Peru. Vulnerable to etiquette and psychology. Probably. Might as well keep pressing him.
Why?
Nothing. Get away from me.
Just as soon as you stop treating me like I'm an idiot. If you wanted people to think you were guilty, you couldn't have done any better. So cut the bullshit and come clean now.
I can't! He'll come for revenge.
Who?
No one! Just shut your trap, goddammit! Yes, I was there. Yes, I walked in her blood. You've got all you need to wrap it up. Now scram!
Oh, he kicked me out. Can I go back in? Ah, shoot. There were items in there. Crap. Okay. Fair enough. So he was there. Probably, again, maybe he found the body, but he's so worried. He's scared of somebody. So that's why he was all cagey. Keep walking. Is there anyone else we can talk to? Oh, that door's locked. I think that might be the last person. That might be it. Hold on, I just want to check something since we're on the trail here. I think that was the last person to talk to. I don't know, my prime suspect is still dear old mom, Sarah. Because she kind of fits the profile more than anybody else. And Peru's worried about somebody. Peru's worried about somebody. I'm worried about Emily maybe is trying to set up mom. Maybe she did it. Because never seen her feed. She's got the dainty hands. Otherwise, mom would be the prime suspect. Maybe mom's the suspect. Maybe Emily's trying to hide it. Okay, we can't go in our room, so that means nobody stashed something. That was just what I was curious about, if somebody tried hiding evidence.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
I think that's all we got. That's everybody. Okay. Let's go back up the stairs and talk to Mortimer. Because... Okay. Here's the thing. Okay, Elizabeth Adams dead. Mortimer was playing cards with, God, Napoleon. Sarah, I think, is our prime suspect right now. Alright, Emma. But Emily either is trying to set up Sarah or is innocent. That's kind of my guess right now. Wallner, he knew he was in a relationship with Adams but broke off, but I don't think he did it. Peru, he's suspicious, but he's scared of somebody and, you know, found the body at some point. Don't know anything about Gregory. Oh, wait, he was playing cards, if I recall. Bonaparte, he was too tired. He wouldn't do that. Derisha, oh, no. And George Washington was helping her out. Yeah, my prime suspect is still Mom. So I guess that's it. I know I'm going slowly. I'm repeating broken record, trying to do my thought process. Yet probably I might be overcomplicating it. Chances are I'm overthinking this mystery. Who knows? So I don't know if there's anybody else we can talk to. Unless we can find Gregory. Gregory, talk to Mortimer a bit. I don't know how we wrap up the case, but I think we gotta talk to Mortimer. I'm trying to be very thorough, and I think it's paying off because we're finding a bunch of items, a bunch of manuscripts, and learning a bunch about everybody in general. Yeah, not him. there anything on the shelves I can snatch? Camelite water.
The nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781.
Just checking. All right, Morty. Morty.
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening, Louis.
I'm sorry, my lord, but I don't have any evidence conclusive enough to allow me to name the culprit with certitude.
Really? I see. Well, that's your decision, Louis, and I accept it. Given the distinguished guests and the sensitive political issues involved
I
in
hope
the
that wasn't my
conference,
final answer.
I trust you'll leave me to conclude the case in my own way. Right. It's time we
No,
spent.
that's not what I meant to do. Crap.
She seems to be making every effort
Crap.
to
I
steer
didn't
clear
mean
of
to
your
do
guests.
that. I just wanted,
What
like,
do you mean?
okay, let's
For
go
the
everything
past
step
few
by step. I
weeks,
didn't think
my
that would
mother's been
finalize
playing
it.
cat
Crap.
and mouse, if you will. I don't know why, but it wouldn't surprise me to learn that she's trying to avoid someone. The question is, who?
And in your opinion, would she be the cat or the mouse?
Knowing my mother, she would be the cat.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me. Isn't Bonaparte a bit young to deserve so much attention?
Well, you come straight to the point. I like that. Indeed, if you knew just how much you remind me of him. Trust me, I'll wager that Monsieur Napoleon will soon prove himself. I'm working on it, at least. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what he said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over.
Can we redo
Earlier,
the
you
case?
asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
No, crap.
She was looking for someone.
What do you mean?
In Paris, we were working on a smuggling case to do with occult objects. We had just arrested a dealer who intended to go to you to meet a buyer. My mother was here to find out to whom he intended to sell his stolen treasure.
Oh. What was the name of your dealer?
The dealer was called Von Burchard. As for the buyer, he was unknown to us.
No, I don't know anything about that. There's something I still don't get.
Did I get his
In
name
your
wrong?
opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
Her not coming back to the manor after so long makes me wonder if she is wary of someone.
Certainly. But whom? The only ones who were present during her stay were Sir Gregory, Duchess Hillsborough, Mr. von Boulder, and myself.
How did my mother and Duchess Hillsborough get on?
Oh, very well, I believe. They spent a lot of time together. Without wanting to exaggerate, I rather got the impression that Emily reminded your mother of herself when she was young. The only thing
And that's
I
why I'm
can
still
tell you
suspecting maybe Mom
is that Sarah
had something to
had
do with the
indeed
death of
changed. At the beginning
Emily's
of her
sister.
stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jassy, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Cotton gin.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, okay, I
This
remember,
famous
remember the name
cotton gin.
Eli Whitney.
It was
comes
supposed to
together.
revolutionize cotton production in the United States.
It will revolutionize the world, Louis. The potential of this invention is much greater. Tomorrow, all industries will be switching to simple but large-scale production. Of that, I'm sure.
I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire days together reliving them. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the Third. My ancestor distinguished himself brilliantly during the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Mother lulled
we know a
my
little
childhood
erudition.
with tales of the Crusades. How Richard the Lionheart and Philip Augustus had to battle it out to achieve their ends. And how Guy de Lusignan, having broken his word, launched the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Oh, I see Sarah's lessons have inspired new enthusiasts. Good on you, because not everyone can claim they know as much at your age. Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know, but I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol.
I was right.
Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on.
That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot
So the
Emma's
very
sister,
visions do.
the very person she came looking for. Why would she do that?
Then where's
Excuse me.
Emma?
But between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning.
So yeah, our visions happen
What
in real
happened
time
for
at the
that to
very least,
change?
so that's
I'm afraid
confirming.
I
I was
much to
suspecting,
tell
but
you.
still.
The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation. Until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
All right. Ah, shoot. I wanted to. If I said I got a
The
culprit,
room
it's
is just
Mom.
opposite Mortimer's study.
Damn. Opposite Mortimer's study. Oh. Wait. Is it that? Oh, wait. And I'm sorry, I just lost train of thought. Okay, so we learned a lot of information. I was right. It was so we see these visions in real time. Maybe. Maybe I'm guessing we see these visions in real time. So
Jacques Peru?
nope, moving on. So yeah. Sarah shot Emma. God, I wish I could have said I've got a guess. I should have said mom. I bet that would have opened up something big, especially considering we were talking a lot about Sarah already. Frick. So stupid. I was... Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. For some reason, I thought that was it. Okay. So we gotta find... where were he said? Said a box room. Ugh. Find the stairs. I don't know, I got myself turned around and confused. Nope, shoot. No, I just looped back around on accident. Or was that the room? Shoot.
There are burnt papers in the chimney. There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is on to us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be?
The man with a sword.
Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
Man with a sword. That could be either Napoleon or Mortimer.
Dante's Paradise.
Raise your head and be reassured. For what comes up here from the mortal world...
Why do you say that in such a weird way?
What is this disc? Oh, that reminds me of the ones my mother collects. It's magnetic.
Okay, magnetic disc. Man with a sword. Again, that's got to be either Napoleon or Mortimer, because they both have swords. Probably Napoleon, because Mortimer's sword is hidden.
St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio. A fierce opponent of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ and converts. It's the best known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith.
I'm using way too
From what
many
I can
items.
recall, the account of his conversion could be found in the epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles. Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
Right?
The door appears to be locked on the other side. I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key fall. We'll see if it works.
There we go. That works. Smart. I didn't have to use the thing to try and get the idea.
It's open.
Amber crystals.
Yes.
Painting of Saint Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni.
Well, I think I got enough amber parts for a skill point. Maybe that comes up later. Got a lot of manuscripts. Lodestone.
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. It looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Something hiding there?
Several portraits of apostles,
just trying to see
all
if something else
signed
popped
by
up.
Guido Reni. It looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Okay. Da, 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 da.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel. The New Testament. I guess I'll just come back later.
Hold on a second.
St. John is known as the youngest of Christ's apostles. Well, we often give credit to St. John for having written about the apocalypse in the last book of the Bible. It's St. John, painted by Guido Reni.
Okay. Oh, God.
And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet. And it came to pass the day after that he went into a city
I'm going out of
called
order.
Nain, and many of his disciples went with him, and much people.
Oh, God. Let's just analyze the
This
book.
volume dates from the first edition by Gutenberg. It's the first book that was ever printed. The pages are covered in annotations in Latin, French, and Hebrew. Someone spent years studying this Bible. This book is incredibly precious. I believe this is the book my mother referred to when calling upon the Lord.
Then why is it just sitting there next to a lit candle?
A volume of the Gutenberg Bible. But he that hateth his brother
There's probably
is in
something important in
darkness,
those Bible
and
verses, but I
walketh
don't
in
know them,
darkness,
and it'll take a
knoweth
while to go
not
through
whither
all
he
of
goeth,
them at the
because
chance of
that
something
darkness
popping up.
hath blinded his eyes.
Wait, let me see. What would be...
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Oh. Hold on.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Trying to I'm trying to think. Considering all the...
Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni. Then came together unto him the Pharisees, and
Trying to think.
certain of
St.
the
Mark, St.
scribes,
John.
which came from Jerusalem.
I don't know.
St. Paul painted by Guido Reni. Of the 4 apostles shown in this piece, Paul is the only one who isn't an evangelist. He is the 13th apostle. St. Paul is shown holding a sword. Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. No, what does that mean? So we have the figure 11 twice
Is it a
underlined,
passage from the
and
Bible
a
that we're
story
supposed to
of a
look
group
at?
of pilgrims who it looks like Paul is speaking to. Maybe it's a code. There must be a connection. A text on Paul must be somewhere, and it must be associated with the figure 11. But what's the story with these pilgrims? I mean, a connection with the figure, maybe?
Okay, hold on. Maybe that's what I needed. Nope. Acts of the Gospel, Saint... Wait. There's no... Oh. Wait.
There is none that understandeth. There is none that seeketh after God.
Trying to find... Oh, chapter 1, verse
Paul
1?
and Silvanus and Timotheus unto the church of the Thessalonians, which is in God the Father and in the Lord Jesus Christ. Grace be unto you and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ.
Okay. Trying to find verse 1:1 or verse 1:11 or whatever. What was on that one?
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall?
Two
God forbid,
11s.
but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Oh, wait. A note from Mother is carefully folded between the pages.
There we go. I
here.
think that was it.
What does it say?
Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the 2 groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply, hidden behind the youngest apostle. What? The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
Johnny boy. And dear E, that must have been Emma.
The painting looks like it's been taken down recently. What was it my mother said? That she
Because she was talking to Emma in her vision about hiding something.
Apostle.
She's the only one who knows where it was hidden.
Of course. There's something written behind the painting. On the 2nd day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add 1 companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean?
Think about the code. We don't have
They should add
occultism,
a
but we have
companion
logic.
to their left and 3 to their right to complete their ranks. I imagine it applies to their code, the one Mother set up with the pilgrims. What's this? A group of pilgrims who Paul was talking to, and now John is telling them prophecies? They should add a companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their ranks. I imagine it applies to their code, the one Mother set up with the pilgrims. What's this? A group of pilgrims who Paul was talking to, and now John is telling them prophecies?
Wait a second.
They should add a companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their ranks. I imagine it applies to their code, the one Mother set up with the pilgrims. What's this? A group of pilgrims who Paul was talking to, and now John is telling them prophecies? On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add 1 companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean?
On the left, 3 to the right.
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Does that have something to do with the book? Oh, wait.
Finally, brethren,
No, yeah.
whatsoever things are true, whatsoever
No,
things
he's shown
are
twice, so that
honest,
means we go to a second book,
whatsoever
and then there's
things
4
are
and
just,
8.
whatsoever things
So that
are
would
pure, whatsoever things are
consider to
lovely,
me to think
whatsoever things
his
are
second
of
book
good
and
report,
verse,
if
you know,
there be any
verse
virtue,
4:8.
and if there be any praise, think on these things. There's something else behind this painting. It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
Oh, wait a minute. That's right. I forgot about that. So I'm looking for 2-4.
And the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she
Plus
might fly
1,
into
I
the
don't know.
wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and a half a time, from the face of the serpent. Hey, a new note.
There
You
it
fold
is.
carefully
Okay,
in the
plus the
corner of
1
this
on
page.
both of those.
The writing, it's not my mother's. S. I found the book in your effects. I've concealed it where
S,
no one
Sarah.
can get their hands on it. I can assure you, awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. Hears the angel? What does that mean? Oh, it's probably the place where she was expecting to get the location of the next note. But that which beareth thorns and briars is rejected, and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned. Here's a message.
Oh God!
There are some
Finally, I've been guessing
Indeed,
at this
the Prussian
point.
is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's say tomorrow evening, in the South Room, where we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Yeah, this last comment is about their code. I should find new pilgrims near Paul.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's check the big painting. I'm sorry, this is going on for so long. I don't even know how to edit this mess.
St. Paul on the road to and he became very hungry and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance.
Theologian, did I
There's
get
a
it?
note here. A message from Mother.
Oh God, frickin'. Okay. Theologian, what? I need where? Found your mother's message hidden in the Bible. Freaking. Okay.
In reply
Again,
to
taking a
Eve,
guess, but I don't
We
even.
must leave urgently.
I just figured it
But
must have been
first, I
Acts of the
absolutely must go
Apostles,
beyond the
based on what they
nightmare.
said, and I just took a guess at which
Watch
one it
out for
was, and I
rumor.
finally got it.
He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the nightmare. What does she mean by that? I'm guessing it's a metaphor.
You'd think.
I need to figure out what this means. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
It's already time. Oh, man. Okay, I do not understand my mother's message. Are you serious? I could have found the conversation between my mother and her partner. What? All that time, and I technically did nothing right. Boy, ain't that a kick in the teeth. Frickin' Christ. I am annoyed. Hold on. I gotta book in. Okay. Trying to plan ahead, so if I take the manuscript. Okay, I really gotta wrap up here. Pick manuscripts and be done. Boy, that took a long freaking time. At least I can equip 3. Is there something I'm close to getting? Not really. A tragic fate. I screwed everything up there for as long as that took me. Ah, man. That freaking sucks. No. Apprentice. Jack of all trades.
It's time I went back and joined everyone in the small salon.
Okay, well, that's enough for now. God, an hour and a half on that one. I don't know how I'm going to edit it up. It's going to be freaking confusing. Okay, well, effectively I failed. That whole thing, pretty much, is what I took away from that. Because I didn't convict anybody, despite all the evidence I spent so much time searching for. And I still didn't figure out Mom's message, probably because of that last decision, because I thought she was speaking metaphorically and not literally. I don't mean to sound so frustrated, but god damn. It's a clever puzzle, but good god, they could have telegraphed a little bit more. Okay. We're going to wrap up here for now. I'm going to bed. Okay. Until next time we will meet up with everybody else, figure out what Mortimer's up to, maybe learn what all this is all about. So, that being said, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off.